Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday evening. And I was so motivated by that today. I don't know who that message was for, but I wanted to bring it to all of you and leave you with this. We don't take losses around here. We learning lessons, y'all. And that's one of the most valuable insights that you can take away from as you develop your skill set as a master trader. All right, so as I do on every call, I start with our daily affirmation. I am so thankful and grateful now that I have patience and discipline so that I am a master trader. All right, good evening, everyone. This is the Harmonic Scanner 52 Weeks to Freedom call, class number 9, and I welcome you all. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jacqueline Lopez, and I am one of the creators of the Milwaukee Sauce strategy, and I'm your honored educator for this evening. And for those of you who don't know or have never been on one of my calls, this is never going to be a lecture, guys. It's always going to be a conversation. So what you get out of each one of these Wednesday calls, whether it be I, myself, or if it be another one of the amazing leaders that we have that's going to be sharing some outstanding strategies with you guys over the next 52 weeks. Those of you that are joining us, just starting out with the July group. So everyone, welcome, welcome. If you're just starting off with the July group, congratulations on joining us. We are excited to have you all here. For those of you that have been on this ride with me, we are 9 weeks in. So congratulations to you for making it thus far. All right, so I'm gonna need someone that's gonna have to help me out this evening. If you guys can let me know when we get about 8:45, 7:45, depending on where you're located. Someone let me know so that I can keep an eye out on time so that we don't go over, because as we know, Oren comes on after me. So I want to make sure.
Jackie.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes,
all
ma'am.
right. So as we do on every call, let's just get the formalities out the way. As you all know, these are our disclaimers. This is all educational information that we are offering you to add to your repertoire of tools, strategies, techniques, and information that you can use to help you understand your charts a little bit better so that you can become a master trader. Depending on how fast you can apply this information will determine how quickly you'll accomplish your goals. All right. So that being said, I am not a professional trader, so I can't give you financial advice as to how to invest your personal income, your monies. What I can do is share with you what I've been learning over the last year and a half now. And hopefully, if you participate, I will learn from you as well, because that's what we're all here for, right? We're always a student, right? Like Adeze says. So I am a student as well. That being said, I know you see my screen says trading plan reloaded, but we're going to come back to it, which is the reason why I want you to keep me on track. I'm going to go right to our scanner. And I want to make sure that everybody can see it once it comes up, once it finally stops buffering. Let's see, guys. Let's see if I can refresh it. All right. Can you guys see the scanner on my screen?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
All right. Now, I noticed when going back over the previous videos that we didn't actually have a video that recorded us building the sauce from scratch. So I'm gonna do it quickly so that we can have it recorded so that those that come in behind us or start fresh will have it as well. But I know that the vets in our study groups are also gonna take the initiative to help all of the newbies as they come in, because that's part of what our obligation was as we started off moving forward at the beginning. All right, so I know that those individuals that have already started to be profitable with using the strategy and is applying all of the things that they've learned, I know that they're going to actively take on that role because they're already doing it. So newbies, don't worry about it. I know that it seems like you're coming in behind us, but in reality, you're actually coming in right on time. All right, so that being said, this is the harmonic scanner. Those of you, when you log on to it, this is how it comes up as default. And so we all know that on this particular setup, when we're looking at it, it's telling us that UJ on the 15-minute is calling for a buy, right? What it doesn't tell us is when would be a good time to enter into the trade. It tells us at what price, it tells us in which direction to go, and it tells us potentially how many pips we could earn or profit if we were to enter this trade correctly. All right. Now, when you go into your indicators, building the sauce, the first indicator is the moving average exponential. And then we have where we go over here to the settings, we change it to a 3, right? It's blue, we thicken the line, we click OK. We go in, we add 2 moving averages. 1 is red, you thicken the line, and you change it to 10. And the last moving average is the 50. We make it gold, thicken the line, click OK. Because the harmonic scanner is already at default with the RSI, all you have to do is change the settings to it. You change the input to 5. The upper limit, you thicken the line, you change 70 to 55. The lower limit, you thicken the line, you change 30 to 45, creating what we call the streak. And the last indicator is your MACD. And your MACD is defaulted. The only thing we're doing is thickening your MACD line and your signal line, and you're unchecking your histogram. But the inputs on it are at default. Does everyone see that?
Yes.
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 All right. So now everyone knows exactly how to set up the Milwaukee Sauce on your harmonic scanner, right? Right. The only thing you need to do is go over here to where it has this little cloud with the arrow pointing up. You click Save Chart Layout, and you name it. Milwaukee Sauce. Save it. And every time you go to load chart layout, you will choose your Milwaukee Sauce setup, and it will load it for you on your harmonic scanner. And now all you have to do is switch between the various brokers to find your signals. Does everyone understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so now we're clear with that. Now, how do we use this? I use traders. Wait, I'm not saying that you have to. It's just where I start with because that's one of the brokers that I have an account with. So what I do is I start with looking at the scans on the 15-minute, right? And then if you notice, the ones at the top are the most recent signals. Now, sometimes you'll just find them on one broker. Sometimes you'll find the signal on multiple brokers, right? But you can actually go right here to this box and type in any pair. And if there's a signal on it, it will pull up all of the active signals found on that particular pair. And you'll want to start with the 15-minute and then work your way up to the hour and the 4-hour to see if the trends are moving in the same direction. All right, so we already know that. Here's the other thing that I wanted to know. Let me see. Does everyone know how to do signals, alerts? I'm getting an alert now. Does everyone know how to do an alert or set an alert on TradingView?
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
All right, sounds like multiple people don't. Okay. All right, check it out. As y'all can see, I'm getting multiple alerts. And FYI, I have an alert set for all of the Midwest pairs, and I have an alert set for 2 of the pairs out of each of the other groups, which is why periodically you'll see me posting to the groups to see whether or not you guys have your eyes on these alerts and signals. All right, so as y'all notice, what the signal was actually Bitcoin. So the sauce actually does work on cryptocurrencies and other currencies as well. Once you start advancing as a trader, you can start using this outside of just the harmonic scanner as well. So just keeping that in mind for those individuals that are moving along and actually being able to find setups on different pairs. All right. So, go ahead.
I have a question. Do you have to have the pro version of TradingView to set alerts?
Now, yes, you do, because you have to be able to have more than 3 indicators if you want to have the full setup on TradingView. And the other thing about it is when you're on the free version, it'll only give you so many alerts. I think it's like 1 to 3 possibly. So if you're looking at just one pair starting out as a beginner, that will suffice, because all you really are looking for the alert is the cross between the 3 and the 10. So it can be done. I just have it on the pro version because I'm trading multiple strategies and I have multiple setups going on. And I have a lot of alerts going on because I'm looking at multiple pairs.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got on a little bit late, and I apologize for coming on late. I came on right when you were setting up the indicators. So is this being recorded where I can go back and see how you set up the Milwaukee Sauce?
Yes, this is class 9. All of our classes are recorded. So as we go through, if you're starting new with the July group, yes, I posted the welcome video as well as class 1 earlier this week.
Yes, ma'am. So
if you've already watched those, then this is class 9. But each week I'll be posting the next class so that you can play catch up to where we are.
Yes, ma'am.
But
okay.
You'll have the support of the study groups to help you as we continue to move forward.
All right, thank you.
No worries. Okay, so as far as setting up alerts, let's start with that. When you log on, right, your screen pretty much has this set up on the right-hand side. In order to see the alerts, there's this little icon here for alerts, but it's also that similar icon here. So there's 2 ways that you can actually create an alert. And I'm going to walk you through them so that we have a recording of them so that everybody can go back to refer to it. All right, so it don't matter which pair. let's just say, I don't know, give me a pair.
GBP franc.
GBP franc. All right, now I use Owanda. You're free to use what you want. Owanda is closer in similarity when I'm looking at Trader's Way and how their charts look as opposed to if I'm looking at one of the other brokers. But you're free to do it however you want. All right, and that's gonna come in handy when you're talking about the ATR for all of the newbies. When you get to that class and we start calculating the ATR, you're gonna notice that I use Owanda for that as well. All right, so when you set an alerts, if you want them to match up with the harmonic scanner, because the scanner is primarily calling signals on the 15-minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, right? I have alerts set up on the 15-minute and the 1 hour so that I can know or be notified by my system. It'll send me an alert on my computer as well as an email to my cell phone. And if you have the TradingView app, it'll also give you an alert on there as well to let you know that these signals are actually happening. All right, so what you'll do is you'll just go here to where it says create alert and you'll click it. Now, whichever time frame you're on is the time frame that you're interested in setting the alert on. So for example, this is on the 1 hour. And then what you would do is you would click right here and you would click EMA3, and you're looking for that to cross the MA10, and you want it to be once per bar close. So once the candle actually closes, you want to be alerted that the cross happened. And then if you notice, it'll notify you on the app. It'll show you a pop-up on your screen. It'll send you an email. It'll play you an alert, right? Send you an email, convert it to a text message, and it gives you the option to create a message. You can leave it as the default where it's telling you it's the 3 crossing the 10 on the 60-minute or the hour on GBP franc, right? And it also tells you that it's on the Hakanashi candle. Or you can simply change that and say looking for the cross, blue buy, right? Blue buy, red sell, blue on top buy, red on top sell, whatever your message is, that's going to alert you to what you're looking for the first setup for the first signal of the Milwaukee Sauce is what you want to create. You hit create, and it's going to show up in this list of all of your signals, all of your alerts. And as you can see, as I said, I have multiple signals on each one of them. So for example, EUR-AUD, that's on the 15-minute. And if you notice, it says 3 crossing the 10, EUR-AUD on the 15-minute. Then it's on the hour. EUR-JPY, 15-minute. It's on the hour. EUR-NZD, 15-minute. It's on the hour. And I just did it for multiple pairs so that I can get an alert every time the cross happens once the candle closes on the 15-minute or the hour, so that it alerts me to go take a look at my setup. Does everyone understand that? Did everybody get that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. Now, when you get an active alert, if you see this section down here, is going to be your history log or your alerts log. So every time you get an alert, it's going to record it right here. And if that alert happens, all you have to do is click on it. All right, so this is Bitcoin. But look, the sauce is setting up. The red is on top. It's out the street. The red is on top. It's selling. And it could potentially sell down to the 50 before it gets any type of resistance, which is at 270 pips. Does everybody see that? And that's on Bitcoin, right? And that signal came out at 15 after. As you can see it recorded right here. You look at this one, USD franc. Now, when you get the alert on your trading view, what you need to do is take a look, find out what the alert is telling you, and then go back to the harmonic scanner for further confirmation, right? So this USD franc, it's on the 1 hour. It's calling for a sell, but look, it's consolidating right here by the 50, and the MACD hasn't crossed yet. So what I would do is I would go to the harmonic scanner and see, has the scanner called for USD franc to set up for a sale. So let's just go take a look. USD franc. And look, it's got multiple calls. So let's just see. Traders workers, that's what I got. They calling on the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15 minute. So let's see what they set up for. The 15 minute. Okay, look guys, the 15 minute. What is the 15 minute on the scanner calling for?
It's calling for a sell.
It's calling for a sale. What was it calling for on TradingView? A sale. Watch. And that's on the hour. We're gonna go back to the scanner. We're gonna go back over here. USD franc. We're gonna find it on the hour. What is that calling for?
Calling for a sell as well.
Calling for a sale as well. We're gonna go over to USD franc on the 4 hour. What is that calling for?
That's also
Same.
All sale, correct?
Yes.
yes.
You go back to the 15 minute because we know the 15 minute is gonna set up first, right? Where is it? Here it is. And you start marking it up. And as y'all already know, I like to zoom this thing in because I need to see what's happening right now so I can see what's going on. All right, now look at this, guys. Here, let's pull it over a little bit. All right, now look. Look how it's been consolidating in this area, right? Once it came in contact with this 50, it's been pretty much riding right up in this area, right? Between the entry and the take profit one. Now, if you notice, right? If we're looking at where it is currently, it's not ready on the 15 minute to do the sale. So then what we're going to do is we start marking it up. You get your vertical line. And right where the cross happened is where we draw it. And we bring it down. All right. And as we already know, this isn't safe to play with yet because it hasn't decided what it's going to do because it's having this reaction off of the 50. So we have to wait for it to actually make a move. We need the red to be completely on the top, the mouth of money to be wide open. We need the RSI to be out of the street on the low side, below the 45. And we need that MACD, the red, to still remain on the top, but actually open up to give us the move. So until that happens, we're waiting. And we just watch it until it happens. And then if you want, you can go over to the higher time frames, which is what I do. And I mark those up as well. If you notice, they tend to be right close by each other. So I zoom in on each one of the time frames and I start marking this up. Now look, on the hour, it looks more like it's actually closer to setting up because the cross happened back here. So you would have gotten an alert back here somewhere. And if you notice, the red is on the top. This is still not a safe move to get into because of that 50 right there. But if you notice, it originally came out of the street. And now the MACD is starting to set up for the sell because the red is, in fact, on top. Is it not? Oh, we got
Yes,
another
it is.
alert. All right, so let's see. What is it? Oh, we got multiple alerts going on. All right, so if you notice, we got GBP-R, NZD-CAD, GBP-Franc, right? All right, let's check it out. That's GBP-Franc on the 15-minute. Which looks like it's setting up for a buy, because if you notice, the blue is now on top, it's out of the street, but it hasn't completely set up because the MACD isn't ready yet. But let's look at NZD-CAD. All right, look. The red is on top, it's out of the street, but it's starting to close the gap. Go to NZD-CAD. Oh, that's a move that already happened. NZD-CAD. Where is it? Hour. Setting up for a sale. What did it say? Setting up for a sale. Actually, guys, this might be a go. Almost. It's got to break that 50.
It has to come out of the street.
Yeah, and it's still on the
It
street.
has to come out the street, exactly. And if you notice, because it's playing on that 50, you notice it's playing in the street. Good observation, guys. Good catch. But look, the MACD already crossed way back here when the actual alert took place, right? Because look, the cross actually happened back here. The red is clearly on top, but it's facing some resistance from that 50. So once we break the 50, we know that this thing is going to push to the downside. So that's what we're waiting for on NZD-CAD. So what I do is when I get the alert, I draw the line, but then until I get the setup that I want, which is why we have patience and discipline, I just simply move the line over to keep my eye on it as the candles close for the ones that I'm looking at. And obviously, guys, you're not going to be looking at all of the pairs at the exact same time, so you're going to have to pick and choose, which is the reason why you're supposed to be focusing on 4 pairs and really narrowing it down to one that's going to be like your baby so that you can really become intimate with it. But guys, the one thing that I also want you to realize is that when you do get setups to line up correctly, don't hesitate. Pull the trigger and go. It's market execution. You don't have time to wait, because if you do, the move will happen fairly quickly. You'll jump in too late, and then you'll run the risk of actually not being able to catch the pips that you should have caught, or not being able to catch enough pips to cover your spread, depending on how much you're leveraging and how your trading plan comes into play. All right, so I want y'all to keep that stuff in mind. All right, so back to the scanner. Let's just see if we can find one that's actually setting up, that's doing something. All right, this is a fresh scan, so we clearly know that's not ready. And sometimes, guys, just be aware, it's not going to happen perfectly where it's going to set up right at the entry point. Sometimes it'll happen before the entry. Sometimes it'll happen right on the entry. Sometimes it'll happen closer to one of the take profits or even the stop loss. You just have to be aware of it and set it up. All right, so this is UCAD. If you notice, it's consolidating right down up in here. So I will start marking it up. And then it's just a waiting game, guys. This is where your patience and your discipline come in. This is where your commitment come in. This is where you're going to really have, at the end of the day, guys, this is all about mindset. This is 90% mindset, 10% skill set. It's not the skill. Anybody can learn red on top, sell, blue on top, buy. That's not the hard part. The hard part is conquering you. It's a constant battle amongst yourself, so that you have to be patient. You don't over leverage your account. You don't get greedy. That you actually do the work. You don't think that this is a get rich quick scheme, right? Because as we already know, it's not. It's going to take you some time to learn how to do it. But once you do get it, then yes, the wealth, the abundance, the riches that you could acquire in a short period of time is definitely possible. Like, I was just thinking about it the other day. Remember when they used to have that saying, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents? Like, yep. That used to be the impossible. Like, who does that? Who makes $1 out of 15 cents? Where they do that at? Nowhere but here. This is where they do that at. This is where we take a penny and we turn it into dollars. We turn it into hundreds, thousands. Some individuals have mastered this skill set and are millionaires, 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure earners. The sky is the limit, guys. It's all about you. It's your dedication. It's your determination. It's how much you're going to put into it. How active you're going to be in the study groups. If you don't get it, if you don't understand it, you need to ask questions. Nobody knows that you don't get it if you don't say anything. So that's why we have these classes, to share the information, to help one another, to be our support system, to encourage each other, and to give yourself a fresh set of eyes. Because let's be honest, guys, we can make simple, stupid mistakes if we're not paying attention, if we're not doing our homework, right? If we're not participating. That's all we got to do.
Question, Miss Jackie.
Go ahead.
Now, in the free version of TradingView, we're limited in how many indicators we can put on. Well, that's my experience. I don't have a computer, and so the harmonic scanner don't work quite as good on my phone as it would on a regular computer. But if I went to the library and I was able to get on the computer and use the harmonic scanner, would I be able to set up my indicators like you have it set up? Well, obviously, I guess the answer is yes, because it's right here on yours. So.
Yeah. So on any computer, if you log into the IMLHarmonicScanner.com website with your login information and you save the sauce on your setup, it'll be there for you.
Oh, okay. Oh, it'll be there. All right. And that's even when I go on after I get off the computer and use my phone. Will it
Yep.
still be on there?
Yep.
Okay.
The
All
only
right.
thing you have to do is when you log in, you'll get the default screen, and then all you'll do is you'll come over here and say load chart layout, and then you'll reload it.
Okay. Okay. That's what I need to do. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, look, guys, we got a setup coming up on EURNZD. If you notice, the scanner is calling for a buy on the 1 hour, EURNZD. Let's see, is it on the 4 hour on the buy too? Yep, EURNZD. If you notice, it's not set up on the 4 hour yet. And as I said before, it's gonna set up on the smaller time frames first. But you want them to all be moving in the same direction. All right, now look, Trader's Way doesn't have it on the 15-minute. It's on Hot Forex. Let's see if it's calling for a buy as well, or if that's an old scan. All right, so now notice that's an old scan. So the only active, the most recent active trade for EURNZD is on the hour, on the scanner. If you have Trading View, then you can go over and look at the smaller time frames with the same Milwaukee Sauce setup to look for your entry on the smaller time frames, because your smaller time frames are going to set up first. But if you notice, look, this is definitely setting for a buy, correct?
Jackie,
Uh-huh.
on what time would we make or trade?
You want to look for your entry. If you're looking at the setup on the 1 hour like this one, then you're going to want to look for an entry on the 15-minute, going in the same direction that you're trying to go. So like, okay, so for example, EURNZD. Let me just take a look. All right, so let's look at EURNZD on the 15-minute. EURNZD, because I want to see, has it already started moving? All right, look, it's breaking the 50. Everybody see that? And it's pushing to the upside. Does everybody see that?
Yes, ma'am.
The blue is on top. It's out the street. Look, the blue is on top on the MACD.
Wow.
So we're waiting for this candle to close above this 50. If the next candle is green, pushing to the upside, it's a market execution. And you're going to ride it up to at least the 50 on the harmonic scanner, which is at 55 pips, before you're going to face any resistance. But if it breaks the 50, it's going to continue to push up to take profit one, which is at 150 pips. Does everybody see that?
Okay. I'm a little lost.
Okay. How are you lost?
Okay. How do you use the harmonic scanner to actually give you an entry point and an exit?
The Milwaukee Sauce is doing
Yes.
it right now. So like right now,
Yes.
this signal is calling for a buy, right?
Okay.
I would market execution right now.
Okay. So
I
that's
would enter the trade right now, and I would say my take profit based on my trading plan anywhere from 20, 25 pips, but you're going to be able to at least be able to probably catch it up to this 50 before you see any signs of resistance.
because of the, okay.
Because the 50 is a moving average that we're using to help us show where there are strong signs of support and resistance. Does everybody see that?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you notice, on the 15-minute, it's trying to break the 50.
Not really. I just went just now.
And what I would do is I start looking at even smaller time frames for that. Bitcoin's calling again. Look, the candle just called. Look, it just broke the 50. It's a green candle. It's out the street. The MACD is blue. This is all day buy. Look, GBP USD is going off. I hope y'all just jumped in at EURNZD. GBP JPY.
I'm on it, coach.
USD CHF. They coming in now. Do y'all see the power of the alerts? Y'all need to have these alerts set up on at least the pair that you're trying to study and master.
We're 15 minutes to the hour.
All right. Well, at least I help y'all get some money before we close out the day. God is good all the time. All right. So we're going to talk about the trading plan on that note. Oh, we got more alerts going off. I hope y'all catching this money, man. Y'all better have these alerts. I'm going to be asking y'all in the study group. Y'all got y'all alerts set up because y'all missing this bread. All right. So trading plan reloaded. For all of my vets, everybody that's already been moving through this thing with me, if you've been able to multiply your account up from $100 to at least $500, here is part 2 to the trading plan. If you start with $500 and you grow this thing at 8%, mute your lines, guys. You grow this thing at 8%. And you're looking for a take profit. If you remember in class 1, I talked about this. You're looking at 15 to 20 pips so that you can cover the spread. And we already broke down exactly what your lot size is going to be for each trade that you take. And this is based on 1 trade per day or at least 1 trade to complete. The trade has to complete. It has to close before you enter another trade so that you make your daily profit goal. And you can do this based on, lot size, pip count, or daily profit goal. It don't really matter. You just got to keep a running record of it. And if you compound and you don't withdraw anything in the course of the next 31 trades, you will have multiplied $500 to $5,433.83. Game changing, guys. Game changing information. All right. For those of you who have been moving at a more rapid rate than others, I got the trading plan for starting with 1,000. You start with 1,000, 8%, 15 to 20 pips, cover your spread. Got your daily profit goal, and you're gonna take this thing to $10,867.67. Now that's without withdrawing anything. But I'm sure you guys want to treat yourself, don't cheat yourself, but just make sure that you're keeping enough in your trading plan to give you the leverage that you need to be able to compound this thing so that you can actually have game-changing numbers in a matter of months. All right? And as we move forward in the coming weeks, and as I hand over the baton to the next educated man, this trading plan gonna become invaluable. All right. So I want to give y'all that on this evening's call to make sure that we were on top of everything and making sure that everybody is staying on the right track.
Jackie?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. How do we get the trading plan? Do you have a link or something? Can you send it to us in the chat?
Mm-hmm. If you
have it.
want, so that you guys have it. In the
Yeah.
meantime, in between time, screenshot it.
Okay.
Screenshot it, make sure that you got it. And then I'll make sure to try and get screenshots and copies of it into the different study groups so that everybody has it. And if you have screenshot it, share it in the study groups, and then that way, each one teach one.
Right. Okay.
All right. So here you go, 500. Here's 1,000.
Great.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mom, can you put it back in?
All right, so next steps. So that everybody is on board, on top of where you need to be. All of the vets, you should be calculating the ATR for all of the currency pairs for the current week, watching for the different trends and patterns. As we come out of the summer months, we're going to want to start to look back on history to see were there any patterns that stood out as the seasons changed, as things happen in the market, as we're coming up on these different political elections. You want to pay attention to how that affects the ATR and the currency pairs and the pip counts. All right, you're going to want to study those assigned pairs. Keep practicing the Milwaukee Sauce. If you're just starting off, practice it in demo until you get it. But the one thing you're going to have to master, guys, is you can't second guess yourself. At the end of the day, guys, I want you guys all to know trading is a leap of faith. You have to believe in yourself. You can't second guess yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are going to be your worst enemy if you do. And you're going to cause yourself a lot of heartache and pain. So if you just go ahead and focus, buckle down, study, grind it out, don't give up. If you're having questions, concerns, ask so that we can help get you the help that you need so that we all can be on a beautiful island at the end of the 52 weeks because I'm looking forward to the vacation, y'all.
Me too, girlfriend.
I don't know about y'all, but we gonna be chilling. Ain't that what Chad said, at the beach in the bank, baby? That's where we going.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so follow that trading plan because that trading plan is what's gonna do it for you. It's gonna teach you patience, and discipline. I know you're gonna see that account. It's gonna be bubbling up. It's gonna be multiplying. It's gonna be growing before your very eyes. But just look at it as a saving plan, a way that you got a newfound digital piggy bank, but it actually grows money instead of taking money away if you actually master how to use it correctly. So look for those different setups like we did tonight. If you see them setting up, share them in the study groups. Even if you're wrong, so what? Share them so that we can correct you and get you on the right path. Maybe you got your eyes on something that we didn't see. Or maybe you're seeing something different than we're seeing it. But we all got to help each other. And that's why you want to stay plugged into the different study groups. Watch the Harmonic Scanner Telegram group, guys, because I know this morning, I think it was this morning, Chad sent out an alert. Yes. And yeah, y'all was making money this morning. I'm like, dang, I missed that. I was working on the dang on PowerPoint for class.
He sent a signal for gold a couple minutes ago in the group.
See what I'm saying? So don't sleep on it, guys. This is powerful information. I hope I was able to give you guys some value. I hope you guys take away from this call more than what I was able to give you so that you too can have your aha moment. It's just going to come, guys. Just be patient. And it's going to all work out. All right. I love you all. I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Where can I get this
Thank you.
recorded?
Appreciate you.
I usually post them about a day after.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good evening, guys. See you next week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you.
Jackie.